Hello and welcome to That's Football. This is the watch-along for Spurs versus Madrid at Wembley. It's about 10 minutes till kick-off. I'll read you out the team news quickly now. The Spurs team lineup is Hugo Lloris in goal, Kieran Trippier as a right wing-back, Alderweireld, Jan Vertonghen, Sanchez as the three centre-backs. They're playing three at the back, with Ben Davies as a left wing-back, Eriksen, Dyer and Harry Winks make up the central midfield with Dele Alli and Harry Kane up front. Harry Kane is back, people, and I think that will be a big factor in how this game turns out. But quickly, the Real Madrid starting lineup, they have no Navas, so Kiko Casilla is in goal for them. They're going to play a four at the back, so Ramos and Nacho make up the two centre-backs with a young lad. I think he played against Spurs in the last leg, if you will, the last fixture. But Ashraf Hakimi plays as right back, Marcelo as a left back, Modric, Casemiro and Kroos as the three centre mids, with Benzema through the middle and Isco on the right and Ronaldo on the left. So very strong sides for both teams. How is everyone? Get your comments in. Yes, people are... I'm live. Okay, there's no lag. That's always good. I'm always worried about lag and... yeah. Okay, good. Just talking about the game quickly. Obviously, it's about 10 minutes till kickoff. I think Spurs could really get something out of this. I was talking to someone about it a minute ago, and we wanted to go for a 2-1 Spurs win, and that's a bold statement because I really do think obviously both teams have to win. Real Madrid losing on the weekend versus Girona, a side from Catalonian side. So they'll be raring to go, and they'll be angry, they'll be hungry for a win now. But Spurs obviously losing against Manchester United in the league on the weekend, and before that, midweek against West Ham. So both teams would be raring to go. They both need a win. It's going to be a very interesting fixture, and I'm excited to see how it goes. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 win, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's 2-2. I know I didn't want to say 2-2 because it's kind of sitting on the fence. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. Get your predictions in. Let me know how you think the game's going to go. Yeah, get your comments in. I would like to see some of you. Asian Gamer says, I think I should be mod because Marcus said. That's not down to me, that's down to Marcus, so speak to him. Alex Bork says, hopefully Sanchez plays well as I have his one to watch card. I think Sanchez is an absolutely fantastic player. He's hit the ground running since joining from Ajax. I remember obviously as a United fan, not a Real Madrid fan, as a lot of you will be going on at me about. But as a Manchester United fan, I remember seeing him play in the Europa League final for Ajax against Manchester United. And he was an absolutely fantastic talent. One thing that really strikes me is his pace. He's got absolutely fantastic pace, and at such a young age, I really do think that he's only going to get better. And I think you could see him end up at a Barcelona, Real Madrid in a few years' time. How is everyone? Alex Bork says Spurs lost 2 games out of 2 without Kane. Yeah, that's obviously a brilliant point there, Alex. People calling them Kane FC. KFC. Good. People calling them KFC. I do think that's a really good shout. I don't think they necessarily lack his goals in a sense. They've got goals in other positions, but what he does for other players around him is invaluable. He makes space for other players by making different runs, but also when Kane's in the team, the opposition defenders are concentrating on him because he's such a dangerous player. When he's not there, you know, they can really concentrate on the other threats and mark them out of the game. But when he is there, they concentrate on Kane, and it leaves space for the other players that go unmarked. Alex Bork says, surprise on the new what a one to watch card was. Yeah, it took me a little while, but I do play FIFA now and again. Johan Haji is a Madrid fan from Sweden. Yeah, guys, do let me know where you are calling from. Hi, Thomas. Hi, Crazy Pizza Gaming. How is everyone doing? Obviously, last time I was on here, we were on 18,950 subscribers. But now, on 19,050 subscribers, do get subscribing. Obviously, we're going to hit today is the road to 20,000 subscribers. It starts today. Get involved. If you haven't subscribed already and this is your first time watching, do get subscribing, turn your notifications on so you never miss any show when we go live, because obviously we're a live content fan channel. So yeah, a lot of interesting stuff. Mr. Multi Gaming trying to wind me up with just commenting Huddersfield. Brilliant. Fear Jerker says, who is your best midfielder? I'll go with, the game today and who's playing. I think... So you got Casemiro, Modric, Kroos, Eriksen, Winks, and Dyer. I'm not counting Dele Alli as a midfielder as he's playing up there, probably just behind Kane. So out of them, I'm going to go Modric. Modric. When I saw him play, I was at the reverse fixture for this game, and what a player he was. He just dictated play. He got so much class. His passing is a joke. So I highly rate Modric. Kelo Yun loves CR7, as do many others. KD has just subscribed. That reminds me, if you guys do subscribe and I see the ticker go up, do let me know. I'm happy to give you a shout out. I see the ticker go up, comment that you've subscribed, and like I said, I'm happy to give you a shout out. HCO's Gaming says, would you rather support Liverpool or Man City? I'd rather eat broken glass. Broski says, what is your score prediction? I did give it about a minute or two ago, but I'll say it again. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Spurs win. Controversial, I know. I just think with Kane back in the side, them losing to Man United on the weekend, I really think they're going to be up for it. And they're at home as well. I just got a feeling. When sometimes you just got a feeling? Today's one of those days. Alex Romero is in the comments. Nice to see you here, pal, or pal S. Yeah, I'm excited. It's about 5 minutes to go. Players are just about to come out now. Harry Kane should be raring to go. He needs to be careful that he doesn't, on his first sprint, pull that hamstring. Obviously, I think he said he could have played against Manchester United, Pochettino said, but they didn't want to take the risk, so hopefully he's fully fit now, and there's no kind of risk being taken. But obviously we don't want to wish injury on anyone, so hopefully he's all right today. Mr. Multigaming says, Sander, I was not trying to wind you up. I said Huddersfield because that's where I am from. Oh, Mr. Multigaming is from Huddersfield. Brilliant to have you here. Who do you support? Are you a Huddersfield fan? Obviously this channel is a fan channel for fans supporting a variety of different clubs from all over the world. So no matter who you support, where you're from, get involved, subscribe. Like the video. Obviously these videos often do get a lot of dislikes as people think that we're showing the game, even though it clearly states Watchalong in the title, so people dislike it and bugger off. Like the video, show a bit of support, and drown the haters out. Who would I pick for Ballon d'Or, says Fear Jerker? I was having a conversation about this to someone like a couple of days ago, and they were saying Messi, it's got to be Messi. Ronaldo's doing awful this season, but a lot of people forget that the Ballon d'Or is done from January to January, not from season to season, from August to August, if you will. So from January to January, it's got to be Ronaldo because he's won the Champions League in that time. He's won the league in that time. He's smashed it. But if I was going therefore it'd have to be Ronaldo for Ballon d'Or. But if I was going January to from August to August, obviously we're not at the end of August now, but it's looking like it's going to be Messi, isn't it? Nathan is from Dublin, Ireland, and he supports United. Brilliant to have you here, pal. I've seen you a few times before. Sandeep says Marshall is a future Ballon d'Or winner. Bold statement, but I do think he has it in him. Adrian Paul says, Sander, you need to do a career mode. Mark hasn't done his in like 2 weeks, right? What we'll do, right? Mark said I'm not allowed to do it. Or he suggested I didn't do it. But what we'll do, we'll give him a few weeks, right? He's probably in the comments somewhere. We'll give him a few weeks. Let him forget about it, and then I'll come in with a career mode. Well, that sounds like a plan. Asian Gamer says, Ala Madrid. I don't know if you actually support Madrid, or you're just trying to get me to say Ala Madrid. Alam says, I got 122 subscribers, my little babies. Good, Alam. David Hitchcock says, who do I think is going to win? I've answered that a few times already, so I'm going to throw that question back at you guys. Who do you think is going to win? Get in with your predictions now. I'm really interested to know what you think, because I'm going out there with a bold statement, and I think Spurs is going to win with a 2-1 score, and I think Kane and Ali will both score. It's a bold statement, I know. I've just got a feeling. So let me know if you guys agree with me. If not, why not? The special needs one says, Spurs are bottlers of epic proportions. Spurs 0, Real Madrid 5. like mine, it's a bold statement, but I wouldn't put it past Real to batter this Spurs side. They've got the quality. They've got the best player in the world, don't they? So it's going to be an interesting game. Gamer Boy says Harry Kane has been voted for Ballon d'Or. He's going to be up there. He's an absolutely fantastic player. I think he's underrated. If he was called Geraldo Canino, then you'd see him, up there with the best in the world. But because he's called Harry Kane, he plays for Spurs and he's from England, he's not that highly rated. Alex Romero says Real Madrid is going to win 2-1. Do I think United is going to win the Premier League? Says HTO Gaming. That is a good question. I'm not going to answer that now. But talking about Manchester United, if you guys are Manchester United fans, or if you've got any Arsenal fans here, on the 2nd of December, Arsenal play Manchester United, and I will be doing the watch-along for the United stand. So, if you want to hear my United views, I'm going to be on there for about 2 or 3 hours on the 2nd of December, Arsenal versus Manchester United. So head over there. But yes, Tiny Mario, I do. Obnoxious Otter, evening, buddy. Taha says hi, sorry, just joined the chat. I haven't seen your name before, so if you haven't subscribed already, do get subscribing. Obviously, we're a multicultural, international fan channel, and the more opinions we get involved, the more people subscribe, the more opinions we get involved, isn't it? So, yes, kick-off any time now. Kick-off is now. Getting a bit of lag. I'll try and sort it out, but it's going to be an interesting game. Obviously, this is the first time Real Madrid have played at Wembley, because why would they play at Wembley before? They probably, if they played Spurs, they'd play at White Hart Lane, wouldn't they? Are you going to show the game, Alex Romero? No, you've been here for a while. You should know that we don't show the game on here. For everyone that's new, we don't show the games on these watch-alongs because it's illegal. We'll get copyright striked. The stream will get pulled down. And so what we do, I commentate on the game. I talk to you guys. We share our opinions. And it's a fun way of, being interactive about football. Asian Gamer says, Sander, I swear support Madrid because you say Real Madrid. No, don't support Madrid. Support United. Yeah, Chad's Pro, it's illegal to show the game. If we've got any moderators in here, if anyone asks that again, just stick it in the comments. Stick it in the comments. Tom says he's going to be watching Market 8. That's fine. I'm on it. Honestly, that's fine. I understand a lot of you are going to want to watch Market 8. But after that, join this for a bit of banter. So, yes. Ronaldo on the ball now, doing a few step overs. He's quite an arrogant player. When I saw him play at the Bernabeu against Spurs, it was just doing ridiculous, unneeded skills. But when you're the best in the world, I guess you can be arrogant, can't you? Hamid, if there's any moderators, delete that comment and time them out, because, yeah, no. Mark Bolton says there's a possible reality check tonight for Spurs. I think they've had their legit reality check when losing versus West Ham and Manchester United. They've had that reality check now. If they really want to prove everyone wrong, or sort of prove everyone right, because if they win tonight, people will still be saying it's KFC. It's KNFC. But yeah, they really do need to bounce back, and if they can get a win tonight, those last two defeats are all forgotten. Secret Superstar, we can't show the game live as it's illegal, and no one wants to do illegal stuff around here. So I'm commentating on the game, I'm talking to you guys, I'm giving my opinions and reactions, and hopefully you guys do the same. Tactical puts Hammer, I guess you're a United fan. Rishi, welcome. We're on. Oh, no, this is a tea. That's how boring. It's not whiskey. That's how boring I am. HDO loves the channel. Brilliant. Megan says, did I hear KFC? Yes, you did. Kane FC. I've shortened it down to KFC because it's the fast food chain. Good. CR7 says Real Madrid will win. I'm guessing you're a Real Madrid fan, so if you are, do get subscribing. Obviously, we've got a lot of United fans in here, a lot of people coming over from the United stand, but we're slowly building a a multi-fan society, a multi-fan community where fans from all sorts of different clubs get involved and have their say. What are the other games, says Fearjerker. I know Man City, Napoli's on. I'll have a little look for you now. We are 3.5 minutes into the game. Nothing really happening. Spurs sitting back. Real Madrid dominating possession so far. But like I always say, the first 10 minutes, people are just trying to find the rhythm of the game and that sort of thing. I do understand I am like a minute and a half behind. I do apologise. I am 3 minutes and 55 seconds into the game, so if you want to sink in with me, you can do. The other games, guys, I'll read out for you now. Okay? Here are the other games. You ready? Sevilla versus Spartak Moscow. Liverpool versus Maribor. Porto versus Leipzig. Napoli versus Man City. Shakhtar Donetsk versus Feyenoord. Dortmund versus Apoel. And there was an early kickoff, which was Besiktas versus Monaco, which finished 1-1. How is everyone doing? The form was Lions' goal, Blackpool 2, Huddersfield, Middlesbrough 0, under 21. Okay, cheers, buddy. Yes, 4.5 minutes into the game now. Please give me a shout out, Ari Had. You subscribe, I see the ticker go up. I'll give you another one, mate. We're going to... Okay, I've missed that comment. Yeah. Interesting, Real Madrid dominating possession. In the last game, Spurs were quite defensive. I think they did it brilliantly. They went there with 2 up front, but they sat back and counter-attacked when they had the opportunity. Brilliant tactics, but at home, for me, coming from a United fan might seem slightly ironic, but you've got to be a little bit more expansive and show a little bit more desire to get something from the game. But we're only 5.5 minutes into the game. Corner at Real Madrid. Corner goes in from Isco. Bang! Gets a header to it. Is that another corner? I think so. Louis says, I'm a Spurs fan. This is a good opportunity to win, as Madrid haven't been on the best form lately, but I'm not ruling them out. Louis, you're absolutely spot on. It's a fantastic opportunity to win, because not only do you need to win because you've lost your last 2 games, but Real Madrid, like you say, are in a poor vein of form at the moment, losing to Girona on the weekend. But that might play against you, because they might be more hungry to get something out of the Champions League, as they're kind of sacking off in the league, essentially. They're already 8 points behind Barcelona, sitting in at 3rd. And in the Premier League, that's easy to make up. But in La Liga, that 8-point gap is really difficult to make up. If you win both head-to-heads, you get 6 points, then you're still 2 points behind them. It's a difficult one to make up. Nelson Ayodele, no, I didn't put the game clock. I had a little bit, the timer, I had a little look into it before I went live, but still struggling to find a timer that supports Mac. He's got to play him in here. He's got to play him in at the back post. Isco's waiting for the back post. The cross goes in, but cleared by Spurs. Agent Paul says, come on, Villa. We're watching Spurs versus Real Madrid, but fair play to you. Alex Romero says, do play FIFA 18. Can you add me on PS4? Don't have PS4. Is Bale on the bench? He's definitely not playing. I think he might be injured. Real Madrid are missing Keylor Navas, Rafael Varane and Gareth Bale. I don't think any of them are in the squad at all. So, there you go. AJNL says, Sandra, do the videos on your channel? Yes, they are. Spurs and Real Madrid lineups, please. I'll give them another readout. I'll give them another readout for your sake, because I did do them before kickoff, but I'll do them again. Hang on, let me just get them up one moment. We are 7.5 minutes into the game, so if you guys do want to sink in with me, I do understand I'm about a minute behind you guys. So if you want to sink in with me, I'm 7 minutes and 38 seconds into the game. So whoever asked the lineups, Spurs lineup is Hugo Lloris in goal, Kieran Trippier as a right wing back, Alderweireld, Vertonghen and Sanchez make up the 3 at the back. Ben Davies plays as a left wing back, Harry Winks, Christian Eriksen and Eric Dyer are the 3 centre mids, with Dele Alli just behind Harry Kane. The Real Madrid lineup is, they're missing Navas, so they play Kiko, Casilla in goal. Ramos and Nacho are the 2 centre-backs. They are missing Varane, so Nacho is filling in. They play a 4 at the back with a new lad, Ashraf Hakimi, as a right back, Marcelo as a left back, Modric, Casemiro and Kroos as 3 centre mids, with Benzema up front, Isco on the right, and Ronaldo on the left. There you go, buddy. I know I already said it before, but there's the lineup. Spurs are dog something, fluky versus Dortmund and Real. I don't think they're that bad, Ridwan. I think you're underestimating them. I think they're a fantastic side. Like I've said so many times in the past, I really do rate the way Pochettino's gone about making this squad. He's not spent a lot of money. He's brought through a predominantly English young players and really developed them. You know, we don't see that a lot in Premier League sides. We don't see a lot of young players with talent getting a chance. But, you know, Dele Alli came straight from MK Dons, straight into this side, and he's really developed him to one of the best midfielders or centre forwards in the world, if you will. Spurs here on the attack. Eriksen with a long-range shot, but blocked straight to a Real Madrid player. Calvin Crowther says, a tea with no milk, doing it proper, I see. Yes, I drink black, no sugar either. No sugar. Ridwan, Sander isn't 25, if that's what you're hinting at. I'm not 25, I'm 17. Eriksen almost scored, Fabo. Well, that's a bit of a long shot, mate. He shot from about 30 yards out and it got blocked by a player about 5 yards away from him. So, didn't almost score, but fair enough. Do you think Spurs will qualify? I do think they'll qualify indeed. Let's have a little look at the group, actually. So, a little look at the group. Let's get it up. Hang on. 10 minutes into the game now, Real Madrid dominating possession, which is, I didn't expect that to be the case, if I'm honest. Maybe slightly ignorantly of me. I just thought Spurs was going to dominate possession and Real Madrid would sit back and counter, but it seems it's going to be the other way around. Real Madrid really stamping their authority on the game at the moment. Just trying to find the groups standings. Will it be there? Yeah. Okay. So Group H has got Spurs, Real Madrid, Dortmund and Apoel in the group. Spurs and Real Madrid both sit on 8 points and Borussia Dortmund's on 2 points. So, yeah, Spurs and Real Madrid are going through. It's just a shot there by Harry Kane, saved by Casilla. But like I was saying, Real Madrid and Spurs both on 8 points with Dortmund on 2 points. So, Real Madrid and Spurs are going through. It's just who wins the group. If I'm honest, as a United fan, I kind of want Real Madrid to win the group over Spurs, even though Spurs are an English side. Because obviously United are going to top the group, so I don't want them to pull out Real Madrid. Ridwan says, if Real win, congrats, because they are going through a rough patch. Ridwan, yeah, that's true. I think what they're going to do is prioritise the Champions League because, like I said, they're 8 points behind Barcelona already, and in La Liga, that's a very, very big gap to make up. So, if they win the Champions League, that will still be, considered a successful season for them. Oh, Rishi, was it you that predicted 3-2 to West Ham the other day? Mark Bolton Sander, is there a feeling towards Barcelona from the rest of Spain regarding Catalan independence, just from a footballing perspective? There was a lot of hatred to Barcelona, specifically from Real Madrileños, as they're called, as people from Madrid. But now it's just heightened with the whole Catalan thing. They really don't like them at the moment. It's very heated. So yes, there is a more of an enhanced rivalry, and which should make for an all the more better fixture when Barcelona do roll into town. Chad Sproul says, Mark, would you have started Kane tonight if you were Poch? Is Mark in the comments? I don't know. Jonathan says, Harry, a hamstring, Kane, be careful. Yeah, that's what I said. He needs to be careful in the first few minutes of the game. We're 12 minutes, almost 13 minutes into the game now. He needs to be careful that maybe on a first sprint that he doesn't twig it. But yes. Oh, Chad Sproul says, yeah, meant Sander, yeah. Corey's loving the content. The streams are so good. We do our best. Obviously, it's me and Mark that do run the channel. But more importantly, without you guys, this channel wouldn't run. I'd be talking to no one. I'd be these shows wouldn't run. It's a 2-hour show, and I just wouldn't have enough things to say. So without you guys, I'm grateful for you guys being here, and I really do appreciate everyone that does subscribe. Talking about that, if you haven't already, cross in here. Chance there. I was about to, plug the subscribers, but it was a good chance here. It was a ball into the back post into Trippier. Trippier hits it on the first on the first time straight across goal, and Casilla, I think Casilla should have kept that, if I'm honest. Dele Alli was waiting at the back post, just didn't react quick enough, but there's a chance. Fair play to Spurs. Like I said, they're going to have to show a little bit more ambition in this game. They are defending, they are counter-attacking, but they did do that in the last game successfully, so if they can do it again today and get something out of the game, it'd be considered a success. Even game so far, says Louise O'Donoghue. Yeah, well, in different ways. But yes, it has been an even game. Both sides with an equal amount of chances, I'd say. Spurs probably with a better chance. A cross goes in here for Real Madrid. Just getting cleared. Back over to Isco. Another cross in. Cleared by Davinson Sanchez. But Real lack attacking threats, says Louise O'Donoghue. In the game so far, they haven't seemed too attacking. They have dominated possession, but there hasn't really been a wave after wave of attack. But with a player like Ronaldo in that team, he can really create something out of nothing. So I'm never going to say a Real lack attacking threat with Ronaldo in the team. Clarence Song, I'm going to try and do that for you now. It's a risk. I'm going to take a risk in terms as far as the stream is concerned. Okay, I've bumped it up. Has that boosted, guys? Like, refresh the page. Let me know if that's boosted it to tell me what. So if you refresh the page. Tell me what quality of resolution you are now getting. If I bump it up too high, I'm scared I'm going to drop frames, which isn't good for anyone. So yes. AJ Nelson sounded like that apple juice. It's tea, but I do enjoy an apple juice indeed. Richie says Martial will be the new Messi. No, but he's a fantastic player with a fantastic and extremely high ceiling, and I really hope he does do well. But Messi is not even from Earth, is he? He's from another planet. HDO says Spurs are killing it in possession. I don't know what you mean. I don't quite know what you mean, mate, but fair enough. Still 480. Chad Sprawl, is that if you've refreshed it? Okay, I'm gonna try and go even higher. I'm scared, but wait, hang on. Okay. What about now? Guys, refresh it again and let me know what resolution you're getting. I'm going for it. Last time I tried to bump up the bit rate, it dropped frames. So I'm worried that's going to happen. If that does, I'll just bump it back down. But do let me know, refresh the page, and let me know what resolution you're getting. People are saying 480, yeah. Catherine says, do you think Zidane will get sacked if they lose tonight? The thing is, it would be absolutely ridiculous to sack Zidane, because he won the league last year, he's won the Champions League, he's got a fantastic squad, he's dominated La Liga, yeah, I just think I wouldn't put it past Perez to sack him. Not after tonight. But if he doesn't win the league and the Champions League this year, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Perez sacked him, even though I wouldn't do it, definitely not. The thing is with Zidane, the players respect him, he's got a fantastic squad. Things haven't quite gone well this season. It started off dodgy with a Ronaldo suspension. That kind of set the wrong tone of the season, but just believe in him, stick with the manager. He won you the league and the Champions League last season, for God's sake. So I really do beg Perez that he doesn't sack him. Nakal Batiaja says, let's see in the game, buddy. No, can't do that, I'm afraid, pal. That is illegal, and the stream will get pulled, the channel will get a copyright strike. It just wouldn't be very good for anyone. So, what we do on this channel, I watch the game, you guys watch the game at home. We get talking, we share some opinions, and yes. All good. Chad Sprawl, I'm going to go up one higher, mate. I'm going for it. Right, I've bumped it up. Let me know if that's gone even higher. But, yes. Lanky Berry says, WTF is this? You're obviously new. I just explained. Basically, it's a watch-along. I watch the game. You guys watch the game. We share our opinions. It's like being at the pub with your mates, watching the football with your mates, just online. So do get involved if you haven't subscribed already. Do get subscribing. Cross into Kane. Gone out for a... It was going to go out for a Spurs corner, but someone put another cross in. That's been cleared back to the halfway line for Spurs. Ridwan says, to be honest, you hope United, City and Spurs go far. I hope Chelsea and Liverpool crash out. Why those particular teams? But fair enough. Halam says, Dr. Sander, can you give me tips to get girls? That is for a different show, my friend. Where do we watch? It says Gaming with Matt. It's on BT Sport 2. That's how I'm watching it anyway, but if you're in other countries, I'm sure other broadcasters do it. If you can't watch it, stick around for this, and I'll give you all the updates and reactions. Kieran Trippier on the ball here. Eriksen with the ball. Trippier, that's a tackle, no foul. Tackle again by Marcelo. Brilliant. It fell to someone, a Spurs player in the box. He's wriggled his way through. He tried to dink it over Casilla, I think it was, but straight into their hands. There was a chance there. Marcelo made two good tackles near the corner flag. He tackled again, but it went straight into the box. It was a scuffed shot. And then I don't really know what he was trying to do there. I think he was trying to dink the keeper, but straight into the hands of Casilla. AJ now says, cheers, Sander, going to switch over to the United stand. See you, AJ, now. Everyone that's going over to the United stand, enjoy that. If you come back, brilliant. I'll be here for the whole game, so yes. Brevy Boy says, sorry, Sander, we're studying for final exams. How you doing, mate? Evening, Brevin, how you doing, pal? Exams are more important than this watch-along, but if you finish your revising, then stick around for this. I'm doing good, pal. We are 20 minutes, 42 seconds into the game. Real Madrid are dominating possession, but Spurs have had a few chances and haven't really looked on the ropes in any way, shape or form at the moment. Ridwan says, Man United and City hopefully will meet each other in the semis. That would be a hell of a semi-final. That would really make me nervous because there'd be so much more riding on it than a Champions League final. Do you think Conte will be sacked at this rate? Says Clarence Song. That's a very interesting point. Obviously, we've got 90 minutes to kill. Not to kill. Obviously, we're watching the game, but we can't constantly be talking about the game. Just quickly on Conte, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you think he should get sacked? Do you think he will get sacked? What's gone wrong at Chelsea? I think it's just in Chelsea. It's in their nature to have one or two seasons with one manager and then down tools. The players down tooled for Mourinho, so I wouldn't put it past them to down tools for Conte. I think little things that last season wouldn't have bothered him are now bothering him. The whole thing with Conte was with Costa wasn't a good start to the season. That may have pissed a few players off. So I think he will get sacked by the end of the season, if I'm honest. And I think the players at Chelsea are a disgrace. I think they are. Chelsea, oh my, Sander, Napoli scored, then disallowed, then scored again. Are they 1-0 up then? Do let me know. The Formals line keeps putting comments in with the scores. There's a penalty shout here. I think Alderweireld has pulled up. Alderweireld has pulled up with his hamstring. He's gone off the pitch. That will be a massive loss for Kane. Sorry, guys. I was just quickly watching the replay. Alderweireld has pulled up in the box with his hamstring. He's sitting down now. He's off the pitch. And as much as a miss Harry Kane was for Spurs, I don't think Alderweireld will be that much of a miss, but I think it'll be a massive miss nonetheless. A ball in here to Cristiano Ronaldo over the top. Bang! Fantastic defending there. That was an absolutely fantastic tackle by Vertonghen. A brilliant ball by Marcelo over the top into Ronaldo. Kroos with the ball just on the edge of the box here for Real Madrid. He He was going to bang one. Into Marcelo. He's going to put a cross in. Cross goes in. Good touch by Davinson Sanchez. Under control. Real Madrid is going to win 2-0, says LT Kamsi. Fair enough. I respect that prediction. I think Spurs could still get something out of the game, though. Even though they haven't had much possession, I really do think they still could get something out of the game. Formals line, could you, I know you put a lot of comments in about the scores, could you just do the Champions League ones, please? Just constant updates on the Champions League scores in other fixtures. That would be really good. Alderweireld, unfortunately for Spurs, is going off for Moussa Sissoko, so that's a formation change. They're going to go for a 4 at the back, I think, and pack the midfield. That's an interesting substitution. Or no, actually, what it'll do, no, they're going to stick with a 3 at the back, I reckon. Yeah, they're going to stick with a 3 at the back. They're going to move Dyer from central midfield to centre back and put Sissoko in at central midfield. Obviously, Dyer's a good player at centre back, but he's not quite Alderweireld. But they should be alright, Spurs. I just feel bad for Alderweireld. Yarad says Ronaldo's overrated, bro. I don't think so. When you get that many goals, I can't call someone overrated. Chaz Paul says it was a good goal, Sander. Insigne on 1-2 with Mertens, then a good finish. Chaz Paul, so they're 1-0 up then. The Formals line, I do appreciate it. He's going to start putting in Champions League scores. Possession stat for you. Real Madrid with 57% possession. Obviously, therefore, Spurs with the 43% possession. I thought Real Madrid had more. But Spurs obviously getting on the ball and trying to get forward a little bit. Alex Bork, yes, Napoli 1-0 City. Get in, lads, get in. Even though, if City do go out of the Champions League, that is probably a positive for them. Even in the, they want to do well in Europe. That is a goal at Manchester City to do well in Europe and eventually win a Champions League. But if they go out of Champions League now, oh no. If they go out of the Champions League in third, they won't go out. But if they do go out of the Champions League, they'll have to go down to the Europa League. So, but if you get knocked out of the Champions League, obviously then you don't have to play 2 games a week, 2-3 games a week. So you get a longer rest period for the weekend games. Yared Abara says he's enjoying the channel from Ethiopia. What team do you support, mate? If in Ethiopia, do they show a lot of Premier League? Are you a Premier League team supporter, or are you just a general football fan? A ball in here to Trippier, cross along the box, 1-0! I told you, Dele Alli 1-0, wow! Get in, lads! Fantastic! This is brilliant! For everyone saying that I'm a Real Madrid fan, I'm just not. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. They've done that a few times, haven't they? The left wing back has pinged it a few times right across the pitch to Trippier, and a few times he's hit it first time straight across the box. Dele Alli was there. Brilliant. I'm just seeing the goal back. Fantastic. It wasn't the left wing back. It was... Is he offside? I think he might have been narrowly offside, but it was a midfield player. Ball into Trippier. First time crossing across the box, and Dele Alli was the first one there. Poor defending, I'd say. I think one of the defenders should probably get there. But brilliant, 1-0. This should be a really interesting game. I need to change the scores. Like I always say, when a team goes 1-0 up, it always means that the other team have to come out more and attack more, meaning that they're going to leave more spaces in behind. So, for Spurs, that's going to be absolutely fantastic because they could really counter that and exploit those spaces. Brilliant, Dele Alli, fantastic. Oh, this should really be an interesting game now. We're on 19,090 subscribers. Guys, got to try and hit 20,000 subscribers. Obviously, it's unlikely, if not impossible, to hit that today. But 19,300, come on, that's doable, isn't it? Get subscribing, get sharing the video. If you haven't subscribed already, do get subscribing. Next to it is a little bell button. Obviously, we do go live sometimes unscheduled, so you'll miss that if you don't click that button and turn your notifications on. Louis says, come on. Clarence says, I guess Spurs to go 1-0 up, then 2-1 down. Obviously, that could still happen. I think Spurs are going to win 2-1. I really do hope they will. There's a free kick here for Real Madrid. Obviously, going to try and put a cross in. Yared says, yes, we watched the Premier League in Ethiopia. We love your team United. Brilliant. Fantastic. It's mental how far this channel goes and how far these videos go. It's mental. I'm happy you enjoy the content, pal. Come on, Madrid. Beat them like West Ham did, says Darbeast. I want Spurs to win them, if I'm honest. That's just my opinion. Again, like so many times in this game, I don't support either team, so I'm going with the underdog here, and I hope Spurs do get the win. Oh, shot there. I think that was dodgy by the Lloris, because it was a shot in by Casemiro, and he palmed it out, but he palmed it back into danger. I would have liked to see Lloris maybe send that out for a corner and put a slightly softer hand on it. There was two Real Madrid attackers waiting there for the rebound. Unfortunately, it didn't fall for them, and it's gone out for a corner for Real Madrid. Corner now, ball in. Cleared. Likeable midget, yeah, I do understand. I am about a minute late. I'm 29 minutes, 20 seconds exactly into the game now. So if you guys do want to sync up with that, pause your TV, wait for that, and you'll be in time with me. Cross in there, out for another corner at Real Madrid. Hallam had a dream about me. That is absolutely fantastic, pal. Melik is watching from Ireland. Let me know, Melik, what team you do support. Nathan Spurs has just subscribed. Fantastic to get you on board, guys. I am planning to do I'll probably do it tomorrow. I know I've been promising a Skype show for a little while now, but I haven't quite got around to it. I've been away in England. Obviously, as many of you may know, I do live in Madrid. Send him through. Oh, Marcelo back to the keeper. But I am going to do a Skype show soon. So all of you that have subscribed can call me on Skype, get involved, and have a 4 or 5 minute conversation with me and get your opinions across properly. These live comments are brilliant, but on the Skype shows, when you can really get your opinions across, it is just fantastic. Yared says, yes, come on Spurs, we need more Premier League teams in UCL. Yeah, I think I really do agree with that. I think in the last few years, the Premier League teams have really dropped off. A lot of them have been in transition. Obviously, United getting in Mourinho, Chelsea getting in Conte, City getting in Guardiola. So a lot of them have been in transition, but now you're really seeing them, starting to do well and hopefully progress further and further and further. David Allen, yes, I do live in Madrid. Yeah, I do live in Madrid, guys. How many times have we been over this? Seville have scored. They're 1-0 up against Spartak Moscow. Alex Bork is watching from Ireland. I know when I did the Wales-Ireland watch-along, obviously you were rooting for Ireland. Scott Davis, hi mate. Subscribe if you haven't already. Brendan Patterson says, Tottenham till I die. Tottenham till I die. Real Madrid in the box here. Spurs. Oh, he shot there. Cristiano Ronaldo doing a few steppos, puts it on his left foot and gives it a little bang. It's gone out for, I think Lloris got a touch on that. It's gone out for a Real Madrid corner, I think. Yeah, he got a touch on it. Real Madrid corner here. Real Madrid really, stepping up, getting into gear 4, I'd say now. I still think they've got a bit more left in them, but getting into gear 4 now. Corner about to go in. Whipped in, headed out, falls out to Marcelo. David Allen says Dortmund are 1-0 down. That would be fantastic for Real Madrid and Spurs. As it stands, Real Madrid are on 7 points and Spurs are on 10 points. So that would see them probably comfortably through to the knockout rounds. A little ball in over the top there, but Sergio Ramos couldn't quite get it down under control. Brevy Boy says, Sander, do you reckon Madrid are losing a bit of faith, a bit of their sting? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't understand quite why. I was talking to someone about it before I came live on here. I don't quite understand why they've dropped off. It's the same score, the same manager. They should be full of confidence coming into this season. Ronaldo pulled back! Lloris, straight at Lloris, and Lloris comfortably saving that. But I think they have lost a bit of sting. I think maybe Ronaldo getting older, getting that suspension at the beginning of the season, maybe halted his kind of desire from the season. Obviously no Bale, because he's always injured. I think if Bale doesn't stay fit, doesn't get back fit and hit 14, 15 goals this season, then he's going to be sold. I wouldn't want to make United. Septic Falcon says, City are doing bad. Talking about doing bad, someone who's not doing bad is us. We're at 19,100 subscribers, or 99 subscribers now. Do get subscribing if you haven't already. We're trying to build a community to something far bigger and far greater than it already actually is. So the more opinions we do get involved, the more of you do subscribe, the better. Septic Falcon says, Sander, you are so passionate. Yeah, I am. So when I'm celebrating a Real Madrid goal and celebrating a Spurs goal, I'm not a Spurs or Real Madrid fan. I'm just a passionate football fan. Just seeing the goal back, a fantastic bit of play there by Spurs. There's an argument maybe that the Real Madrid keeper should have come out and come out and palm that away, or collected it. Obviously, he's their backup goalkeeper. No Navas for them today. So that's an argument, but there wasn't much Real Madrid could do there. Ewan Rourke says, Spurs lost to West Ham 1 week ago, and now they're beating Real Madrid. Come on, you Irons. Indeed. The Formers line says, goal, Dortmund, 1-0 against Apoel. So whoever said Dortmund were 1 down, you're lying. Cross in by Marcelo, but out for a Spurs, Real Madrid corner. Is Eriksen playing Scott Davis? Yes, he is. He's playing in the midfield with Winks and... I always forget this. Winks and who's he playing? It was Dyer. Alderweireld got injured, so Dyer's gone back to centre-back, and they've brought on Sissoko. So Eriksen's in that centre midfield role with Winks and now Sissoko. Man City have equalised 1-1, Otamendi scoring. Unfortunately for United fans, but maybe if you're not a United fan, you'd like to see, like I am liking seeing Spurs doing well, you'd like to see Man City do well. So I am 35 minutes, 20 seconds, 21 seconds, 22, 23, 24, 25 seconds into the game. I know I'm a little bit behind you guys. If you guys do want to pause your TV, sync in with us, then do that. Yeah. Nice little bit of play there. Harry Kane trying to get the shot off with his left foot, but straight into the hands of Casilla. Harshiel said Dortmund don't have the flair of Dembele anymore. Yeah, that's true. I haven't watched a lot, if any, of Dortmund this season. I'm sure if they pull out a big team in the Champions League, I'll watch that. Or maybe I should do a Dortmund Bayern watch-along on this channel. But I haven't seen a lot of them, but I probably... I do believe you that they are lacking the kind of creativity and flair of Dembele. Who do I support? Paul's inner demon. It's no secret anymore. I'm a Manchester United supporter, but on the channel, I give what I think to be a relatively neutral view and come into it, as a football fan rather than a Manchester United fan. Cross in here, but nicely, calmly chest back to Lloris. Daniel says, with your hair down, you look like Svilar, the Benfica keeper. A lot of people have said that. I've had Griezmann, Bale. Look even more like Bale now, probably, with the hair up. But yes, Mark Bolton says, Sander, can you and Goldbridge do a joint Classico watch-along? We'd love to see that. I'll speak to him about it, but obviously, if we do it separately, we can do more watch-alongs in terms of number of watch-alongs, so we can do Game X and Game Y as well. When we do them combined, will probably just be Game X, if you understand what I'm saying. Yarad says, dude, you've got to do commentator as your job. You're really good. I do appreciate it, obviously. I love doing this. I do this for you guys. But, yeah, I do this for you guys. I love interacting with you guys. And even better, when I do the Skype shows, you guys call in and have a 4 or 5 minute conversation with you guys. It's really fantastic to do. I really do appreciate it. Got 19,105 subscribers. I'm so appreciative of every single one of you that has subscribed and that does get involved. So, yes. Always think clearly says, I don't want Griezmann at United if he's still that atrocious hair. He dyed it blue, didn't he? I don't want to talk about Griezmann. I don't know about Griezmann. Halam says, Dr. Sander, do you think it will have an all-English Champions League final in the next few years? I won't put it past the English teams. The only disadvantage English teams have against the European sides is that the Premier League is more competitive than other European sides. So, whereas Real Madrid might be playing a smaller side and get an easy win and not really have to put a full-strength side out, if United are playing Burnley, you're still going to have to really grind to put a full-strength side out. So that's a disadvantage. Also, the European sides have a Christmas break. I really wouldn't want a Christmas break as a Premier League fan, but obviously in terms of Champions League, it is something the European sides have over the English sides. Just seeing a foul on Casemiro there, it must have been some sort of ghost that pulled him down there because there was essentially no contact. But the referee did give it there. Toni Kroos is standing over the ball here. He's going to put a cross in for Real Madrid. Ball in here, back post. He should have put that away. He should have put that away. It was a back post. Ramos. How many times have we seen Ramos bang a goal with his head? It's gone out for a Real Madrid corner. So obviously there was a flick on there by a Spurs player. I thought he should have put that away, but I need to see the replay of it. Modric ball, poor there. Modric ball into the back, onto the right hand side, but it's gone out for a Spurs goal kick. Do I have your own office? Yeah, this is my studio in a unknown location. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic studio. It's a comfy chair. Yeah. Have you taken over this channel now? I like it, says Daniel Cordner. I haven't taken over the channel. I just do a lot of content on here because Mark does the United stand, so he's quite busy on there. So I do a lot, probably the majority of the content on here. I love doing it, but Mark still pops in now and again with a watch-along or a bit of FIFA content. Talking about other content on the weekend, on Sunday, obviously Super Sunday, finally living up to its name. I'm going to be doing Arsenal versus City. Should be an absolute cracker. I'll be doing it on this channel. Should be going live about half an hour before the game. Maybe get some of you on before the game actually starts. So yeah, should be an absolute mad one, that one. MUFC Rich says, "Is this your channel?" I don't own the channel, but I'm on here a lot. MUFC Rich. Spurs in it! Oh no! He should have scored. He should have scored. Spurs were in there. They're in the box. He should have banged that in. He should have scored. Paul's inner Damon says, "What's the score in the Liverpool game?" Oh, hang on, I'm watching this. Spurs are on the front foot here. We're 40 minutes, 46 seconds into the game. Real Madrid winning the ball back. He should have put that away. He should have put that away. Are you watching with someone? My dad's, in the studio somewhere. Daniel Cordner is watching from Aberdeen. Clarence Song says, "Do Chelsea versus Manchester United." I unfortunately will not be doing that game because Manchester United watch-alongs are done on the United stand. So if you are interested in that game and want to watch a watch-along for that, Mark Goldbridge will be doing a watch-along over on the United stand. So head over there, subscribe, and get involved for that. But after that, like I said, I will be doing a City versus Arsenal watch-along on here. Real Madrid in here. It's 3 against 1, essentially. 3 against 3. It's got to be a goal. It's got to be a goal. Has he not banged that? Has he not banged that? How has he not put that in the back of the net? How has he not put that in the back of the net? That had to be a goal. There was 3 men in the box. He could have picked any one of them out. He went for Ronaldo and he fluffed it. He fluffed his lines. There's a big chance for Real Madrid. Yeah, I do agree, Curtis. A fantastic chance. What do I think of Lacazette? Says Scott Davies. Mark thinks he's the French Jermaine Defoe. I rate him slightly higher than that. I think he's a fantastic player, if I'm honest. I think I'd love him at United, mate. I think he's an absolutely wonderful player. How many mins have gone into the game so far, Sanders? Says Melik. I'm on 42 minutes, 15 seconds into the game. So if you want to pause your TV and sync in with that, I understand I'm about a minute behind you guys. So I do apologise for that. But that's the situation we are faced with. Real Madrid on the counter-attack, on the attack here, into Benzema, bang! Into the hands of Lloris. Lloris getting down nice and easy there. Alex Bork says like, share and subscribe. Yeah, guys, do get subscribing. We're on 19,108 subscribers. Obviously, 20,000 subscribers is the goal, but it's slightly unrealistic for this stream. So do get subscribing, click subscribe, and let's build this community to something bigger and greater than it already is. The more opinions we get involved, the better, isn't it? So do get subscribing. If I see the ticker goes up and you put that you've subscribed, I'm happy to give you a shout out. So Yes, another Spurs player down here. That would be 2 Spurs players injured. That really wouldn't be fantastic for them. That looks like Vertonghen. Is that Vertonghen? Danny Rose getting warmed up, or looks to be coming on. Vertonghen. That's such a shame, isn't it? We don't want to see the game altered by injuries, but it looks like Vertonghen will be coming off for Danny Rose. He's walking, but let's see how that progresses. I think he's got his head down. I think Danny Rose will be replacing him. Clarence Song says Lloris is underrated. Well, clearly not, because he was in the top 10 keepers in the world above David De Gea for some reason. So it's clearly not that underrated. Yared says, do you think Mourinho is a good manager for United? He's making it boring as Chelsea as Chelsea was. Nah, he wasn't. No, he's not. He went to Spurs with 2 up front. He played. Yes, he defended a little bit, but he got the win. He was far more expansive than against Liverpool. And against Liverpool, yes, I admit it was poor. It was too defensive, in my opinion. But when you're going to get away against Liverpool, a point isn't a bad result. I don't know what everyone's complaining about as a United fan. You're second, right? We are second. 5 points behind City. We've just beaten Spurs. We're going into the Chelsea game with confidence. Stop moaning, right? People saying boring football, we're only getting 1-0, 2-0. No, we're not. At the beginning of we had the most fantastic start to the season with 4-0, 3-0. You know, we were smashing goals for fun. Stop complaining as a United fan and be grateful for what we've got at the moment. We've got one of the best managers in the world, if not the best, at Manchester United. We've just had Moyes and Louis van Gaal. Be grateful. Don't be complaining as a United fan, because we're sitting in second, and it really, really, really winds me up when people start complaining about United. Sorry, that's my... Come on, you Spurs, says Jose Coutinho. Corey JT says United. Suhas says Zidane will get the sack soon. I addressed this earlier, Suhas. It really wouldn't surprise me. It'd be idiotic, as he won in the League and Champions League, if they did sack him. But it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't put it past Perez to sack him this season. Nice ball in here. Oh, good defending there by Real Madrid. Dele Alli trying to get on it. Real Madrid win it back. Andrew Jones says, who is your pick to win the Champions League? For me, like I've said, I've answered this question previously in previous streams. For me, it's got to be PSG. With the amount of money they spend, when you spend like €444 on 2 players, you've got to be winning everything there is to win. You've got to be winning the World Cup somehow as well. So, it's got to be them. But whether they can do it, whether they will do it, is still to be seen. A foul for Spurs in their box. Melik says, I agree with you, son. Jose is doing a great job. He's doing a fantastic job. You've got to think about it as a United fan, right? In the last few seasons, we've finished 7th, 4th, 5th, 6th, all right? Yes, 6th was under Jose Mourinho, but he's got a set of players that aren't fantastic. He's doing well. He's building something. Give him time and believe in him, all right? Yeah, it's half-time after this kit. Yeah, it's half-time now. I'm going to quickly get a drink and get something to eat, but I will be back any second. Well, I'll be back very soon. Get your comments in. I'll do my half-time review in any once I'm back. And, yeah, just give me one moment. Hello everyone, I am back. Right, I know this is supposed to be a professional operation, but I am watching the game, and at half-time, I love a snack. I love it. Right, I'm back. Like I said, it's supposed to be a professional operation, but at half-time, I'm watching the game. I like a snack, so I've got a coconut little thing. I've got a Twix and a Coca-Cola. I'm still waiting for that Coke sponsorship. It hasn't quite come in yet. But, yes, right, I'm going to give my half-time review. I think Spurs have been the better side, in my opinion. Real Madrid have dominated possession, not by loads, but they have done. Tried to stamp their authority on the game, but I think Spurs have been the better side. When they've got opportunities, they've taken them. I think they've countered-attack fantastically. They're in the game. They haven't looked worried at all at any point in the game, in my opinion. So I think fair play to them. Fair play to them, I think. Let me know what you guys think. Clarence Song says, since it's half-time, can you go through the scores of the other games? I'll do that right now for you. Hang on, I'm just loading it up. Coca-Cola, if you do want to sponsor me, I'm open for a sponsorship. Open for any sponsorships, if I'm honest. Sponsorships are welcome. So if you want to get involved, sponsors, please do. I'm happy to promote your items. Okay, scores. Right, scores. Halftime scores are. Obviously, there was an earlier fixture, was 1-1 between Besiktas and Monaco. Half-time at Liverpool and Maribor, that's still 0-0. It's 1-0 for Sevilla against Spartak Moscow. Shakhtar Donetsk are 2-1 up against Feyenoord. Napoli and City are level at the moment at 1-1. Porto are 1-0 up against Leipzig. Obviously, we're doing the Spurs-Real Madrid game. We all know it's 1-0 there. And Dortmund are playing Applewell. They are 1-0 up. There you go. There's your halftime scores, everyone. Get your halftime reviews in. Get subscribing as well. We're on 19,119 subscribers. We're trying to get subscribers in. We're trying to get people's opinions in. So Samuel Antiwi has just subscribed and turned his notifications on. I'm happy to give you a shout out. Also, if you wanna make a contribution to the channel, there's a little $ at the bottom of your comments. I don't think you can do it on phone. But if you're on a laptop, at the bottom of your comments, there should be a little $. Click that, make a little contribution, 1, 2, 3, even more pounds if you want. Put a comment, and I'm guaranteed to answer and read your comment out. I'll try and read as many comments as I can from these, but obviously some do go by. I'm watching the game, I can't read it. But if you do make a contribution, I'm guaranteed to give you a shout out and read your comment out. So, yeah. Nur Wakid is from Indonesia. Fantastic to have you here. If we've got any Spurs or Real Madrid fans even in the comments, do let me know who you support. Taha says, I live in Sheffield. Do you prefer Sheffield Wednesday or Sheffield United? I don't know. I don't know. But yes, subbed and turned the notifications on, says Brian Coek. Brilliant. Chris Doyle says, when did this become a Spurs Watchalong channel? That is actually a very good point. We've done a lot of Spurs content. This is the 5th Spurs watch-along we've done. 4th, 6th even. But, don't know, it's just how it's gone. They've played a lot of big games. Always Think Clearly says, where do you think all the English teams will finish in the Champions League, Sander? I think Spurs will probably get to the... Oh, I can't answer that question, I'm afraid. I'll say what will be good for them, because it's all about the draw, isn't it? Like, if one team could get an absolutely fantastic draw, get lower teams, and make their way to the semi-finals. But, on the contrary, that same team might get, a Bayern Munich straight away and get knocked out in the round of 32. 32, 36, 32. But yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? King at Tube supports Real Madrid. Tanai says, I want to watch the match. Go on BT Sport 2 then. Nura says, Ala Madrid from Indonesia. Brilliant to have some other fans supporting other clubs. Nirvana says, what's going on with Real Madrid? I don't understand. If you guys have any opinions on that, as to why Real Madrid are doing so poorly this season, do get in the comments. Do let me know, because I'm baffled by it, if I'm honest. Nathan's a Tottenham fan. Come on, you Spurs, he says. Yeah, good. Second half should be starting in, 7 minutes' time. Yared says, our rival City is on fire. What? Who was that? JB Defoe, JB the best. JB, you are the best indeed, pal. This JB guy, right, went to my old school, right? He has a Manchester United pair of shorts, a Liverpool shirt, Arsenal gloves, City socks, and the Chelsea, like, I don't know, hat or something. I can't remember what it was, but he had a whole set of clothes from a variety of different clubs. I know we promote, like, you know, this channel promotes fans to get involved from a variety of different clubs, but probably support one club, probably better. Saying that, I wore a Real Madrid shirt the other day, so I can't talk. Jack Brady says the reason why City are on fire is because they are the best. Well, going off the league, they are the best at the moment in the league. Saying that though, they went 10 games unbeaten last season and finished 4th. So we are still early on in the season. We're beginning of November, so we can't really say. The league ends in June, doesn't it? So it's a long time to go still, lads. Nathan Butchman is watching from Scotland. Brilliant to have you here. Subflux Gaming Channel says Real Madrid need Mauro Icardi. I think Benzema, Zidane says he rates him really highly, so it doesn't look like he's going anywhere. But I don't rate him that much. I think they need a world-class striker. They didn't get their Galactico over the summer. I think Harry Kane could be that Galactico. Obviously, they were in for Kylian Mbappe. That didn't come off. So I just think they've got Isco, but I like Isco more as a central attacking midfielder. They need 2 pacey wingers. They've got Ronaldo, who plays more centrally now. He's lost his pace a little bit. Bale's always injured, and therefore, he's losing his pace. I don't think they've got that pace in the side anymore. Benzema isn't blessed with a lot of pace either, so they need someone. And Kylian Mbappe would have been fantastic for them. They need someone like that. Saying that, Harry Kane, I suggested Harry Kane, he isn't fantastically fast either. So if you guys have got any suggestions for who Real Madrid could get in to improve this side and to turn it around for them, do let me know. Ike Rossi says Spurs need a fast striker next to Harry Kane or a fast left winger. What I think Spurs need, right? They've got a fantastic squad. They just need that firepower. They need that something special. That's someone that can create something out of nothing. They've got that a little bit in Harry Kane, but like you said, can't remember who commented it, but like you said, he doesn't have that pace. I think a Bale might be good for them, going back to Spurs. Whether he could stay fit is another question, but he can create something out of nothing. He has got that creativity, that firepower. And I think if they got Bale or someone of that ilk, you could really, really see them do bits and win trophies. The thing is, I love Mauricio Pochettino, and I've, waxed lyrical about his ways of getting the side to be successful, but he hasn't won anything. Not yet, anyway. He hasn't won anything. And as a United fan, I said a few times I'd like him at United, but he's got to win a trophy before I'm really 100% convinced, because, Jurgen Klopp's got the same thing. He's a good manager, and he builds a nice side, but he doesn't win trophies. He bottles trophies. And Spurs have bottled the league. I haven't really bottled the league, but they haven't won anything yet. And that is really what I need to see from Pochettino before I'm convinced. Lead Edmund says, will Dele Alli leave next year? It's a difficult one, because I've said this a few times. As a United fan, obviously I don't want top clubs, because Spurs are now a top club, to do well. But I really like the way Pochettino and Spurs have gone about building this squad. And I think it'd be a massive shame for football in general if Dele Alli, Harry Kane, the likes were to get attracted by money and go elsewhere. I think stick at Spurs and trust in Pochettino, because I would really like to see that happening, because football is so money-ridden now. All these players are attracted to money. They want to go where the big money is. We've seen Kylian Mbappe leaving the League One, the League One winners to go to PSG. For what? For money. That's as simple as that. And that doesn't look good on football. in general. Leicester City sacking Claudio Ranieri. What for? Possible relegation under Ranieri. Why do they sack him? For money. They wanted to stay in the league. The reason for that was for money. So the league, the football in general, is so money driven now. I'd like to see Dele Alli and Harry Kane stick with Spurs. Jack Nuttall, it's a Twix at half-time. I'm sure you guys get your half-time snacks. I love a half-time snack. I've got my Coca-Cola. I've got my Twix. I'm good. How are you guys doing? Let me know. We're at 19,122 subscribers. Kickoff should be in any minute now. If you guys haven't subscribed already, do hit that red subscribe button and turn your notifications on, because we've got a fantastic community going on as it is. But the more people subscribe, the more opinions get involved, and that is really what this channel is all about, opinion. And I'd be so grateful if you guys could subscribe, and it would be fantastic if you could. Yara said, "Is Eric Lamela playing the match?" No, I haven't. He hasn't played for the last few games, has he? He was part of that kind of raid, that bail money, wasn't he? They brought in Lamela. Who else did they bring? They brought in a whole host of players that failed. The only player that's a success from that bunch, if you will, is Eriksen. Fantastic player. Vishnu says, "Do you think Hazard will go to Madrid?" I was speaking to a Chelsea fan about this on Saturday, and he reckons, he's a long-time Chelsea fan, he's in his 40s, and he reckons that Hazard will go to Madrid. He really rates Hazard. For me, he's too inconsistent. I don't like his attitude. We saw him down tools against, for Mourinho, or against Mourinho. For me, if I was a manager of a side, I wouldn't want that sort of player in my squad. But he's got the ability to. He's one of the best players in the world, so I think he might. Legendary Gaming said, okay, that's gone. Victor Johansen says, "I really think Spurs should sign someone like Timo Werner. He would really make pretty much perfect." David Allen says, "Okay, so if Kane stays, do you think he'll beat Alan Shearer's Premier League record, and will it be with Spurs?" I think if he stayed at Spurs, you could see him break that Premier League record. For me, Spurs would have to go and do a little bit more in terms of winning trophies and stuff and becoming a more dominant side. But I think they could do that if the likes of Kane and Dele Alli stay. He's been hitting 20-plus goals a season so far, and he's still young. He's only going to get better. So if I was rival fans of Spurs, especially if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be worried. Ollie Brooks says, "The whole family's watching again, even into the Brooks family. Are you a Spurs supporting family? It's good to have you here." Ollie subscribed, probably, but have you lot? All of you, Daddy Brooks, Mummy Brooks, Sister Brooks, right? You better have subscribed. You want as many subscribers to get involved, because when you're not all there as a family and I go live, you're going to get the notification if you subscribe, so there you go. Who am I going for, says Lou Fusion. I'm going for a Spurs win, 2-1. It's a bold statement, but I reckon, I hope as well, if I'm honest. Smash says, "I think Asensio needs to play in the second half." Is he on the bench for them? I'm not sure. Chad Sproul says, "Sander, Hazard has made the most chances of any player in the Champions League and missed the first game." Chad Sproul, yeah, I understand that. That's fair enough. It's a good stat. But he still doesn't quite do enough. He dips in and out of games far too much for me. And he's just far too inconsistent. We kicked off 45 minutes and 24 seconds into the game. Real Madrid getting on the ball immediately. I hope, if I'm honest, in this stream, I want Spurs to win. That's my honest opinion. If you're a Real Madrid fan, I do apologise. But I want Spurs to win simply because they're the underdog and they are an English side. I want them to win. And I think if they were to win, I think they should sit back, do exactly what they did in that reverse fixture and in the first half of this fixture. Sit back, counter-attack, and take your chances when they arise. Chaz, I get what you're saying though, Sander, but on his day, he's up there with anyone. That's what I'm saying though. When Hazard wants to turn up, he's a hell of a player. Pull in! Oh! Kane put a ball in there, but there was a defender right in front of him. There was two players in the box. He tried to pick out, I think it was Ali, didn't quite make it there. That could have been 2-0 up. But yeah, back on Hazard. on his day, when he turns up, is unstoppable. You can't stop him. But he doesn't do that often enough for me. And if you're going to spend upwards of 80, 90 million on him, I'd regret that if I was, the buyer. Legendary Gaming says Spurs, young rising team. Yeah, like I said, I really rate the way Pochettino's gone around building this squad, and they're all still so young. Dele Alli, Harry Kane, still in their early 20s, so they're only going to get better. And like I said earlier, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be worried. As a Man United fan, Martial would be perfect for Real Madrid, says Subflux. Yeah, that does scare me. Mourinho doesn't really rate he does rate Martial, but I don't think he's a fan massively of his attitude. I think he prefers Rashford in terms of his desire and his hard-working nature. So he's sold, the likes of Lukaku and De Bruyne in the past, said they weren't good enough. So if Real Madrid do come knocking with the right price, I really hope he bats them off like he did for David De Gea, because I think Martial's got the ability to go places, seriously go places. Benzema wriggling his way through there, but Spurs pass it back to Lloris. HDO Gaming says, hello from Israel, evening, buddy. Vishnu says, to be honest, I think Asensio and Isco can be better than Hazard. I think Isco, they're different. Asensio is maybe the same type of player, but Isco's a different type of player. Ronaldo with the ball in here, I thought it may be offside, but it wasn't. They're in the box, put a ball in, Real Madrid. Oh, cleared there. Is that going to go out for Real Madrid? No, cleared by Vertonghen. Vertonghen obviously didn't go off. He stayed on the pitch. Brilliant turn there. Playing through, nice. The ball's bouncing up. They can't quite get going. But it's now 2-on-3, I'd say. 3-on-3 now. Wasteful there, wasteful. Kane had to try and see someone. Try and play someone in. Ridwan says, I'd pay 200 million on Kane, if not more. What, as a United fan, I think he's fantastic. I don't think any player is worth 200 million, but he is up there with the best in the world, so, you might be right. Evening, Joshua, Anya, how you doing? Haven't seen your name before, so do get subscribing if you haven't already. This is a watch-along where I comment on the game, can't show the game, unfortunately, because it's illegal. The stream will get taken down, the channel will get copyright striked, and it's just not good to do. So, I comment on the game, give my reactions and my opinions, and if you're in the comments, then get involved, have your say, and we'll have a bit of banter in the meantime. Vishnu says, if I was Zidane, I would play Ronaldo as a number 9 and play Bale, Asensio, Isco in the wide positions. Yeah, I think that's a good chance, good thing to do. However, Bale's never fit. He's never fit. He always will let you down. You can't guarantee him. Get guaranteed for him to stay fit for the whole season. That's just why, as a United fan, I wouldn't pay big money for him. I'd have him, but wouldn't pay big money for him. Melon plays Xbox, says, do I play FIFA? I do indeed. Yeah. Marcelo there with a bit of trickery. Sissoko coming in slightly late on him, grabbing a standing leg. Foul there. Fair enough. I don't think it's a yellow card. Ref just having a word with him, just telling him to calm down. It was a foul, Sissoko. Don't be claiming your innocence, but not a yellow card for me. Marcelo, I think he might want a yellow card. Alex Bork says City have gone 2-1 up against Napoli. They're such a good side. It's ridiculous. Fair play to him. Ridwan says it's so typical for Spurs to beat Real at Wembley and lose to the like of Watford at home. Yeah, I mean, crossing there, Lloris come out with a punch. Spurs, obviously, in the league haven't done fantastically. Lost against Manchester United on the weekend and West Ham in the League Cup midweek. But I think that Spurs should be all right. Lloris has gone down with an injury to what I think might be his. I don't know. He came out and punched it. Lloris ducked. Is that his groin, maybe? I don't know. Lloris went down. He looked hurt. Sergio Ramos didn't do much wrong there for me, if I'm honest. He just ducked and didn't do much wrong. But Lloris is back on his feet. Yeah, it was his groin. I think it was his groin. I think he overstretched it slightly. The Formers line says goal. John Stones 2-1 for City. Yeah. Lou Fusion says Real Madrid are going to win. Well, you know, you've got to get back in. You've got to score a few to get that result, pal. Yared says Spurs got best strikers and defenders, but got some problem in midfielders. They need to get back Modric. I think Modric for Spurs would be absolutely fantastic. I don't think he'll go. He'll retire at Real Madrid, I reckon, because you know he's 31 now. Why would he leave Madrid? He's still a fantastic player, and in that kind of central midfield position, you don't necessarily need your pace. As you get older, you can become more wise in how you play. But he'd be fantastic for Spurs if they could get him. Brevy Boy says, Sander, mate. Oh! Cross in there. Cleared off the line, essentially, by Spurs. Brevy Boy says, Sander, mate. Remember I said Kane is not that great? I take it back, mate. He's actually class. Fair play to you, Brevy. You know, I admit when I'm wrong. And you've just done it there, so fair play to you. 52 minutes, 34 seconds into the game now. Eric Dyer it was that took it off the line. It wasn't quite off the line, but might as well have been. Well, 19,131 subscribers, guys. Get sharing the video on all social media platforms. Get subscribing if you haven't already. We're trying to hit 20,000 subscribers. Obviously not this stream, but hopefully in the near future. So if you guys could, you know, drop a subscribe, show some support for the channel if you have enjoyed the content. And we do a lot more content as well. We do previews, reviews. Mark does FIFA content. We'll be doing watch-alongs for all the big games. I'm doing a watch-along on Saturday for City versus Arsenal. Should be an absolute cracker. But yeah, do get subscribed and show some support and get involved. Kai Arnold says, why is no one putting it on the game? It's illegal, mate. We can't do it. Septic Falcon says, can't wait for Tuesday and Wednesday. Premier League matches. Going to be hyped. Is it Premier League next midweek? Oh, I didn't know that. Melon Plays Xbox says he's just subscribed. Fair play, mate. There you go. There's your shout out. Alex Bork says 1-1 Dortmund Apoel. That is good for Real Madrid and Spurs. Obviously, both of them consequently dropping points. Septic Falcon. Everyone read Septic Falcon's comments and do that. Do that. Dele Alli hurrying down the ball there, trying to put a bit of pressure on Sergio Ramos, but there was a foul given away. Ridwan says, if Spurs win this game, how will they do in the Champions League? Will this give them confidence? It will no doubt give them confidence. For any team to beat the champions of Europe, Real Madrid, and the champions of Spain, it would give you a huge amount of confidence. It doesn't necessarily then mean that you're going to go on and do fantastically in the Champions League, but yes, to answer your question, it will give them confidence. Lloris seems to be hobbling. Michel Vorm is going to be coming on. He's going to just quickly warm up. It's a shame. That'd be two injuries for them. Like I said earlier, we don't want to see the game affected by injuries, but Lloris does seem to be hobbling about a little bit. Casilla on the ball, plays a long ball up. We're 55 minutes, 12 seconds into the game. What a touch there. Dele Alli. Fake shot, bang. He scored! He scored! It's 2-0! It's 2-0 Dele Alli with a brace! Oh my God! Oh my God! Come on, Spurs! Get in! Get in, lads! Absolutely brilliant. The shot was deflected off Ramos, just took it over Kiko Casilla. Ronaldo looks disappointed. Spurs are 2-0 up. What are the odds? I said Spurs are going to win. I had a feeling. When I get a feeling, it's usually right. What's Real Madrid are going to win now? Fantastic. Ball into Dele Alli. He takes it past Nacho, I think it was. He does a fake shot, sends Nacho to the ground. Bang, shoots. Takes a deflection and it sends it over Casilla. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Absolutely brilliant. Real Madrid fans, you're in serious trouble. Losing to Girona on the weekend, not only are they a poor side, but they're from Catalonia, so you're not happy with that. And now losing against Spurs in the Champions League, you should be holding your heads in shame. Brilliant. I'm so happy for Spurs. I'm not a Spurs fan, but I enjoy. They're the underdog in this game, and I enjoy them doing well in Europe. Ronaldo, he's shaking his head, but mate, you haven't done anything in the game so far. Like I said, he dips in and out of games, and when he does something, it's fantastic. But you've got to get on the ball and try and do something, mate, because your side needs you now. Dele Alli, wow, unbelievable, 2-0. We're 56 minutes, 54 seconds into the game. Can Spurs now go on and hold out? Absolutely brilliant. The thing is, fantastic. I love it. When Dele Alli went skrrrap, pat, cat, 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 skitty, pat, pat. Sander, love your passion, says Septic Falcon. It is brilliant though, isn't it? Spurs 2-0 up against Real Madrid. That is ridiculous. Berry Boy says, Sander, how the people in Madrid, mate? I'll be a bit ticked off. You know, tomorrow at sick form, I'm going to be giving them the banter all day if they lose this. Mental. Both Madrid sides not doing fantastically either. Atletico Madrid drawing 1-1 against Karabag. Such poor result for them. Disease Gaming says, Sander, is United, Madrid and Spurs fan now? No, I'm just a football fan and... Well, I'm not a football fan. I just enjoy goals. I enjoy football. I like when an underdog does well. And when an English side does well in Europe, that's fantastic to see. So as Spurs are 2-0 up against the European champions, I do apologise for celebrating their goal, mate. Scorers, Jay Harrod, both Dele Alli, mate. Both Dele Alli. Melon Plays Xbox says, imagine a 3-0 result. That'd be brilliant. Thing is, someone commented earlier saying Real Madrid lack attacking kind of threat. They don't actually lack it on paper, but in the game today, Ronaldo's done nothing. Benzema's tried, but not done anything. Isco hasn't really got on the ball too often. They haven't looked threatening, and that's a very dangerous thing. For as far as Zinedine Zidane is concerned. Matthew McFadden says Sander is a United fan, but he belts out the Madrid songs like he's on Songs of Praise. Thing is, right, when you're there, your mate's singing A La Madrid, right? I'm not even thinking about what I'm singing. I'm just singing it. The song, the lyrics are up there. It's everyone singing it. You're in the mood. I'm not going to sit there like I'm not singing it. You're not going to sit there like that, are you? So I'm just getting involved, mate. I know I'm a United fan. You guys know I'm a United fan. So yeah. Sandeep says, United Stand video just ended, the viewership here just increased. Well, if people are coming over from the United Stand, it's mental. A lot of you probably had the game on in the background, but it's 2-0 up. Tottenham are 2-0 up against Real Madrid. Who would have thought it? I would have. I predicted 2-1 Spurs. So as it stands, Spurs are on 10 points, Real Madrid on 7, both Dortmund and Apoel on 2 points. So fantastic for Spurs. They've really dominated the game. They didn't necessarily dominate possession in the first half, but when they countered, when they got the opportunity, they countered. They took their chances, and now it looks like they're even dominating possession. Real Madrid have looked so poor going forward and defensively as well. So fair play to Tottenham. We need to sign a better striker than Lukaku, says Yared. Different conversation. Ricky says, this makes the United result look even better. It does. I was thinking about that when the goal went in. This really does show, how good of a side Spurs are and how good they are with Harry Kane in the side. Just quickly, the possession stat. Real Madrid are still dominating possession, they're on 58 possession, obviously, meaning Spurs are on 42% possession. But Spurs don't look, they're not on the ropes at all. Madrid haven't really put wave after wave of attack in. Spurs have had it quite easily. They've defended well. They've attacked well. They've taken their chances, and fair play to them. Men and Play says, someone is illegally streaming the match. Yeah, Men and Plays, we don't advocate the use of illegal streams. Obviously, that's why we don't show the game here. Ronaldo! It was a cross in there to Ronaldo. We know how high he can jump. He hung there a little bit, but he couldn't quite get on the end of it. A cross in here, clearance, a poor clearance. Oh! It was a clearance there. It was very poor. It came out to Kroos. He banged it, and it looked a little bit like when Pogba banged it against Swansea last season. It had that sort of backspin on it, and it looked like it was going in, but it was deflected. It's gone out for a Real Madrid corner. It's gone in now. They rise. Oh my God, what's going on? Oh my God, how have they kept that out? How have they kept that out? Spurs, there. That's the first time Spurs have really looked on the rope. Somehow they've kept it out though. I didn't quite see what was going on. The corner went in and there was a lot of shots fired. It was a header went in. Ronaldo couldn't quite get on the end of it. It was cleared off the line. Then Ramos kicked it into Ronaldo. God. Evening, Megan, you're back. Louise says, I fear Real will spend big on De Gea now. Yeah, they need a Galactico. They didn't get Kylian Mbappe over the summer. Whether David De Gea is that Galactico, I don't think so, because he's not an outfield player. But he's a fantastic player nonetheless. There's a free kick shout there on Modric on the edge of the Spurs box, but it wasn't given. Dele Alli now with the ball against 3 defenders. He's got Harry Kane. Slip him in! Oh... That was a poor ball from Dele Alli. It was 3 against 2. Harry Kane was the supporting attacker, but he could have done something there. Tom Brunnock says, Real are terrible. They are not doing very well. Septic Falcon says, 5 years ago tomorrow, Dele Alli makes his MK Dons debut. Now he's scoring against Real Madrid in the Champions League at Wembley. It's fantastic, and I really appreciate... Crossing there to Ronaldo, but he didn't get on the end of it. And I really appreciate the way that Mauricio Pochettino has brought him in from NK Dons and played him and believed in him. And I have massive respect for that. Disease Gaming says Zidane is looking very close to getting the sack, IMO. I've addressed this a few times, and people, obviously, it's on their mind because Perez, he loves it. It's a sacking culture at Real Madrid, as it is at the likes of Chelsea and City. Well, more so Chelsea. I fear for Zidane. I think that he's got to prioritise the Champions League. They'll still go through, so essentially this result doesn't mean that much. But in terms of the confidence, the feel around the ground, it won't do wonders by any stretch of the imagination. Not only have they lost this, but they lost, or they haven't lost yet. There's still a while to go. But they lost on the weekend against Girona. They're a Catalonian side, so not only is it a poor result? Is it 3 points drop? But it's salt in the wounds in terms of the fact that they're Catalonian. Ronaldo on the ball here. Real Madrid knocking it around, trying to play it through. Dele Alli. Play him in! Go! Just play him in! Come on! He's 1-on-1! Eriksen! He's in 3-0 Spurs against Real Madrid! What is going on? This is mental! You saw it here. I'm absolutely delighted that I'm doing this watch-along. Fantastic! Real Madrid fans, let me know what you think. Things are really not going well for you. Zidane, get packing your bags, son. 3-0 Spurs. Unbelievable. Eriksen with the goal there. They counter-attack so well. Real Madrid, not only that, but they're so poor defensively. They've left like 2 players at the back because they're trying to get a goal. And they've just countered and absolutely slaughtered them. 3-0 Spurs. 3-0 Spurs. What is going on here? What is going on? This is absolutely mental. This is mental. Eriksen with the goal there. Oh my God. I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned. I said Spurs were going to win 2-1, but that was me like sticking my head out, sticking my neck out. I thought that might not come true. 3-0 Spurs against Real Madrid, the champions of Europe. They made a substitution now. That'll be their last substitution because obviously they made 2 prior to the Dembele one, who's now come on for Harry Winks. Matthew McFadden says, this is absolute domination from Spurs. Even though I'm not a fan, I somewhat feel proud of them. They're a well-run club with a great care of players. Great care of players. That's a £5 contribution from Matthew McFadden. People still say that I'm a Spurs fan, but I'm not. They're an underdog. They're an English side that's doing well in the Champions League. And I really rate that. They're a team full of English players that are young, that have come through, that are talented. And I'll take my hat off to Pochettino and Tottenham Hotspur because I really, really respect what they're doing at that club. And I'm absolutely delighted for them to get this win. 2-1 2-2 Napoli. Septic Falcon, I hope that's true because that would be nuts. This is mental. The thing is, even though the fact that Real Madrid have dominated possession, Spurs have just been in control. They really have. They've defended well. They've attacked when they could and taken their chances. More importantly, they didn't really. They should have won, or they could have won at the Bernabeu in the reverse fixture when Harry Kane went in on goal. He didn't take that chance, but Spurs today have really made sure that they're taking their chances. Ball into Benzema, but he should have left that for Lloris. Jose Carrillo says LMAO, Real Madrid is trash. They look bad. We're 19,134 subscribers, guys. Do get subscribing. Please do get subscribing. We're trying to build this community to something bigger and greater than it already is. And we're trying to hit 20,000 subscribers. So the more of you subscribe, the closer we'll get to that point. So, I'll be absolutely delighted with that. Let's try and get 19,300 for today. That's still a way off, but I believe in you guys that can do it. Get sharing the video, drop a like on the video, just to make this fantastic night even better. Shot there by Ericsson, but straight over. There's a shout by Harry Kane there. Madrid fans right now, Zidane needs to go, Ricky Clarkson. Real Madrid fans, if you're in the comments, if you haven't turned it off already, let me know what you think. What you think about the Zidane situation. Gareth Southgate is at the stadium watching all the young English players play. But what do you think, Real Madrid fans, of Zidane? Do you think he should go, or do you think you should stick with him? I think Napoli have equalised, which is obviously fantastic as a United fan. Yeah, as Phil Curtin says, they lost to Girona on the weekend as well. Not only did they lose, not only was that a sloppy 3 points drop, but they're from Catalan. They're from Catalonia, so salt in the wounds. If you guys do subscribe and I see the ticker go up, let me know that you subscribed in the comments, and I'm happy to give you a shout out. You saw Matthew Mutafadia make a £5 contribution earlier, and I read his comment out. If you want to make a contribution, there's a little $sign at the bottom of your comments. Make a small contribution, 1, 2, 3, if not £5, like Matthew, and put a little comment. I'm happy to read it out and give you a shout out. Matthew McFadden says Madrid fans are too busy waiting to chuck Molotovs at Ronaldo's car. Thank you, Louise. Glad you noticed. Disease Gaming says Madrid fans are scum. They deserve this. I don't think that's a misconception. A portion of Madrid fans are scum. They boo Ronaldo, they boo Casillas, and that was dreadful. But that's obviously not the majority. That's only a small minority. And if you go to the stadium, a lot of them are quite supportive and aren't like that sort of scum fan that they're portrayed to be in England. George Lord says, it's so good for how passionate about football, even when it's not Manchester United. I just love football, and yeah, therefore I'm passionate about it. Favour says, Ali is going home with the Madrid bus to the airport tonight. I just got word that he has been signed on the spot. Well, Madrid will definitely be looking at him with, you know that emoji with the heart eyes? That's how Madrid will be looking at him. And I just really hope Spurs can keep hold of him and Kane. Jay Harper subscribed. Fantastic to get you on board. Matthew says, of course not every Madrid fan is a scumbag. Sander isn't that bad. Wee, good one. Good one, Matthew. Brevy Boy said, this is brilliant, Sander. Sorry, mate, Wi-Fi cut. No worries, pal. Happy that you're here now. It is brilliant, Brevy. It is absolutely unbelievable. We're 17 minutes, 30 seconds into the game now. And Spurs don't look troubled. They really don't look troubled. Yeah, Real Madrid have had like 1 or 2 half chances. But other than that, Spurs have defended well. And they've took their chances, and that's what it's all about. Ricky at XFM has subscribed. Thank you, mate. I really do appreciate it. Spurs are amazing. Shout me out, says Sally Vaughan. Spurs are amazing. They don't need another goal, but 4-0 would be... they'd like that, wouldn't they? Dembele has come on for Harry Winks. That was about 5-6 minutes ago now. Yeah. Joshua has subscribed as well. Really appreciate it. Neve has subscribed and turned on the notification bell. Thank you. Alvaro Morata's in the comments. I'll see you on Sunday, pal. 3-2 City. City have obviously gone up there. Fair play to them. I'm not really that bothered. Zidane out will be the cry in the morning, says Kieran Byrne. It will. I don't know. I don't know. It's a difficult one. Random person says, we are playing so bad. Guess you're a Real Madrid fan. If so, yes you are. How far are we into the match, says George Lord. We are 71 minutes, 50 seconds into the game. So, if any of you want to sink in, we are 71 minutes, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 72 minutes into the game. So, yeah. Halam is back evening. You've missed a little bit, Halam, as you can see on the scoreboard. Pretty mental night. Ball in here to Ericsson, across field. What can you do with it, mate? Imagine 4-0 Spurs. That'd be ridiculous. Brevy Boy says, Ali has been brilliant, and Ericsson and Kane and bloody everyone. It's true. Spurs have just played fantastically. That's gone out for a throw-in. Well done there, Ali. Yes, Jigsaw says, just sub, bud. Would have before, but only subbed ever to the stand out of respect. But this channel is good with what you're doing, and United Watchalong. You don't have to. They're not mutually exclusive. United Stand and this channel. You can subscribe to both, because this doesn't do United content really. That's done on the United Stand. This does everything else. Real Madrid making 2 substitutions now. Karim Benzema off for Asensio, and Mayoral coming on for Isco. So both attacking substitutions. Real Madrid, they're not. It's Spurs got the 3 points. There's only like, what's it? 17, like maybe 20 minutes left in the game. I don't see Real Madrid getting anything. If they can, mental. You should be a football commentator for Sky Sports. You're really good, says Ike. Appreciate it, mate. Obviously, I'm doing this at the moment. If you guys haven't subscribed already, do get subscribing. We're 19,139 subscribers. Obviously, the road to 20,000 subscribers starts today on this stream. And 19,300 subscribers, 19,200 subscribers on this stream would be absolutely fantastic. So, if you haven't already, drop click that red subscribe button and turn your notifications on. Share the video as well to get the word out there, because some people may not know about the channel but may enjoy the content. Curtis Boyer says, I hope they don't just blame Ronaldo for this loss. The whole team needs blame. The whole team needs blaming. They've all been poor. The defence has been poor, the midfield's been poor, and the attack's all been poor as well. Random person says I'm an ugly bloke. Oh, appreciate it, mate. Oh, he's joking. Matthew McFadden says, let's get it back to 18k. Come on, everyone. No, Matthew, don't be doing that sort of thing, mate. Sally Vaughan says, my friends thought it'd be 4-0 Madrid. They were very wrong. They were very wrong. And this thing about, we were all drumming that the same drum at the beginning of the season. I was as well. That Spurs will struggle at home, struggle at Wembley. But I tell you what, they're doing fantastically, aren't they now? Obviously, didn't get the result on the weekend or versus West Ham, but 3-0 up versus Real Madrid. This is going to go down in the history books. Absolutely fantastic for them. Who's my man of the match apart from Dele Alli, says Jay Harper? It's got to be Dele Alli. Other than that, probably Ericsson. Ericsson's done well. Trippier was a nice, he's done all right. Favor, if United get Madrid in the in the knockouts, I will be going to the game. I'm going to be doing a match day vlog, and I'm in the Madrid end, but I don't care. I honestly do not care. I'll celebrate if a goal goes in, and yeah, that should be a good watch along. Not watch along, match day vlog. Sam Jackson says Spurs have turned into a very, very good team, even when they're playing at Wembley now. By the way, I'm a United fan. Imagine when they go back to White Hart Lane. Worrying for Arsenal fans and for rival fans as well. I'll be excited if Dele Alli scored a hat-trick. If Dele Alli scored a hat-trick, I'll just go mental. Yeah. Liverpool lost by 3 goals versus Spurs. Real lost by 3 goals versus Spurs. Liverpool as good as Madrid. Phil Curtin. That's not quite how it works, but this game must say something about, one, the importance of Harry Kane to Spurs, and two, how important and how good that result was for Mourinho on the weekend. Spurs aren't a poor side. Make no doubt about it. They're a very, very good side. So, yeah, fair play to United and Mourinho. That was beautiful by Kane there. Held him off very well. Held the ball up straight into Eriksen's feet. But poor touch by Eriksen. Got it to Nacho and he cleared it out for a throw-in. Also surprising how they have took over Arsenal in such little time, says Sam Jackson. Yeah, well, Arsenal need changing. They need, what's he called? Ivan Gazidis over the summer said that last season was a catalyst for change. Well, there doesn't seem to be much change going on there. Cross into Dele Alli. Oh, he's got to put that away. That's got to be 4-0. That's got to be Dele Alli a hat-trick. That's got to be 4-0. That was so poor. I bet he thought that was 4-0. I bet he thought that was his hat-trick, so he kind of stopped concentrating. How did that not go in? He's just got to get a decent bit of contact on it, and that's 4-0. Poor there for Dele Alli, but I'm not going to criticise him as he's done very, very well today. I think Harry Kane's coming off. It's 78 minutes into the game, obviously. Yeah, he is coming off. Llorente coming on. I clap Harry Kane, even though he hasn't done much today. He's made space for other players, and like I said before, he poses another threat to Real Madrid, meaning they can't necessarily put all their focus into the likes of Dele Alli and Christian Eriksen. So fair play to Harry Kane. He attempted 4 shots and got 3 on target, but unfortunately no goals for him. It's 2-1 Sevilla when they're playing versus Spartak Moscow. Lloris is reaching Casillas level now, becoming almost world class, is Joe Hart. Joe Hart, you probably should take a few notes from Lloris because he's considerably better than you, mate. But yes, I'd agree with that. He's absolutely fantastic keeper. I still think De Gea is best in the world, but Jack is back, and that rhymes. Real Madrid are salty because Barca need independence, says Ridwan. Okay. So we are 79 and 15 seconds into the game now. Not long left. Madrid aren't really posing that much of a threat. Spurs will see the game out now. Probably just defend easily. Try and hold the ball up a little bit. It'll be fantastic if we can see them get them another goal. But I wouldn't... Real Madrid could always still get another one back. But, There you go. On the screen. Oh, it takes the shine off the game a little bit, doesn't it? It's not 3-0, it's 3-1. It's still a fantastic result. There's 10 minutes to go. Could they do it? Could they do it? I don't think so, but I really hope they don't do it, if I'm honest. But there you go. 3-1 Spurs. Ronaldo with a goal. That's the first decent thing he's done all game, if I'm honest. He's been very, very poor today. Theo Hernandez has come on for Luka Modric. Obviously, another attacking substitution there. They think they'll come back Son. That's kind of deflated me a little bit. But Matthew McFadden said, Sana said Madrid could get one back right after the 3-1 comment so he could look intelligent. Don't know what you're on about. I'm getting nervous now because I think with that firepower up front, they've got so many attackers on the field now, and now Spurs look a little bit nervous. Real Madrid are really going for it, and when Ronaldo gets a goal in, and when he gets in the mood, he's difficult to stop, almost impossible to stop. So Brave Boy asked, when's the next Skype show? What's today? Tomorrow? Tomorrow? Yeah. I'll speak to Mark about it, but tomorrow. I reckon Skype show tomorrow, Brevy. Ricky at XFM says, holy crap, if Spurs fold now, how big was that Ali miss? I mean, it's still 3-1. Like, there's still essentially 2-0, isn't it? Spurs should get the 3 points out of this game. They've got 8 minutes left. That's without added time. So they should still get the 3 points. But if it does become 3-3, oh no. There's a chance there, Real Madrid. If it does become 3-3, that Ali header does look very, very like a very, very big missed opportunity. 19,000 subscribers, 19,143 guys. If you can get subscribing, we're trying to hit 20,000 subscribers, obviously. So everyone that does subscribe does, sort of contribute to that goal. Also, get involved. If you do subscribe, then you can start getting involved in the comments. We're doing a Skype show tomorrow, I think, where you guys get to call in, have your say, have a 4 to 5 minute conversation with me, and we'll discuss, everything to do with football. Probably talk about the weekend's games. Spurs will hold on. If not, they are really bottlers, says Brevy Boy. If they bottle this now, then they that would be just awful. That would really show something about the character of this Spurs side. If they get this result, that would be monumental for not only for Spurs but for English football to go out and beat the champions of Europe, Real Madrid, 3-1. That would really look fantastically on the English game. What time is Skype tomorrow, Jack? It will probably be around 8:30 your time, 8:30 English time, maybe 9. But yeah. Ridwan makes a good point. Says Barca have a young squad, whereas Barca have a young squad, and I'm extending it, saying that Real Madrid have an aging squad. Someone commented it earlier. Ronaldo's like 33 now, 32. Modric is 30, late 30s. So is I think Ramos like 29. That squad is aging, and they need to refresh it. Barcelona had an aging squad and sort of refreshed it with the likes of Ousmane Dembele. Real Madrid need to do the same, if I'm honest. Like someone said earlier, it is an aging squad. Matthew says the Champions League final will be PSG and Bayern Munich, and the English League final, the Europa League final, will be Dortmund and Lazio. Mark my words. Well, there you go, Matthew. If it comes true, you can come back to this video and said that you said it first. But bang! Oh, shot there by Ronaldo into Lloris's hands. So I'm slightly deflated now. That goal has taken the passion out of me. Five minutes into the game now. Alvaro Morata says, Sandra, please, can you do some League 2 watch-alongs? No. 1, because it's not on TV, and 2, because I'm not going to do a 2-hour watch-along for League 2, mate. I do apologise. Brevy Boy's excited for Skype. I'll definitely get you on, mate. He says he's got a few topics to talk about. Get thinking about that. Obviously, this stream will end in like 6, 7, 8 minutes time. That's how long the game's got left. So do get thinking about what you're going to call in tomorrow. Probably do a Premier League preview to the channel. What you think is going to happen on the weekend, etc., etc. Should be a good show. Sam Jackson says Real Madrid have a good young side. They've been signing good youngsters, and they developed some like Asensio. To be fair, that is true. They have got a few youngsters that they have developed, but I just haven't seen a lot of them play. Yeah, Aish, the goal has taken this thing out of the result, indeed. Bobby says, I'm a gooner, and I got to say Spurs are doing well. They are indeed. Dembele, there's a bit of head-to-head here. Dembele's getting a bit feisty. Marcelo's not happy with something going on. I didn't see quite what happened. What happened? Was it an elbow? So Dembele like kind of put his hand back and slapped Ramos in the face, which I think that was intentional, if I'm honest. Yeah, not very nice of him. 3-2 Man City, apparently Nelson. Good. 19,145 subscribers. Do get subscribers. Smash that red subscribe button. We're trying to build the community to something bigger and greater than it already is. So the more of you subscribe, the more opinions get involved. And you know, that's what football's really all about. That's football. A foul here for Spurs. They'll probably milk this now. Take your time on it. Would you go for the corner if you're Spurs, or would you put the ball in? That was a foul. He did get the ball, but he kind of came in through the back. Brave Boy says, Sunday, keep up the good work, mate. The fact I get pumped up for your vid says it all. Yeah, well, you know, I'm happy that you guys are enjoying the content. That's what it's all about, isn't it? I do these videos for your enjoyment. And, you know, just also for me to talk to people that love football as much as I do. So, Dortmund still haven't won a game since Joe Hart. That's so poor, isn't it? I think if they go... That's the thing. It's good, because if they go down to the Europa League... It's bad if you're an Arsenal fan. Then you've got some serious teams in there that could really put pressure on you for that Europa League title. Atomic Games says, where do you think Spurs will finish in the Prem and Champions League? I think in the Prem, third. In the Champions League, I can't say because it all depends on the draw. Like I said earlier, they could get really easy draws and pull out a few easy teams and get quite far, maybe quarter-final, semis. But they could then also, you know, get a Bayern Munich and get knocked out straight away. So, yeah, Brian Kutch asked if I'm going to do a Premier League watch-along. I am going to be. I do Premier League watch-alongs all the time. You seem to be new. I haven't seen you around. I'm going to be on Saturday. I'm going to be doing a City versus Arsenal watch-along. Dembele's been given a yellow card. I think he made a hard tackle on Ramos. He wasn't happy with the stuff that's gone in, that stuff that happened before. I'll tell you what, was that a red card? No, not yet. Thing is, right, so what's happened is he's gone in, he's swung his leg like really hard, and he looked like he wanted to take Ramos out. He clearly isn't a fan of him. Yellow card given. I think that will be just enough. I'm not going to do a watch-along for non-league games, unfortunately, guys. Bangroji says, why Dortmund can get a win against Apoel? I don't know, it's weird. Atletico couldn't get a win against Karabag in both fixtures. It's Paul. Go on! Oh, that should be 4-1. Ball into Janssen there. Not Janssen. What's he called? Llorente. Dr. Sander, do you watch a TV show called Soy Luna? No. Ridwan says Sunday is going to be lit. It is indeed. Super Sunday is going to finally live up to its name. Obviously, you've got United, Chelsea, and City, Arsenal. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Obviously, I'll be here for City, Arsenal. Apparently, there's 3 minutes added time, but I'm 89 minutes, 51 seconds into the game. Ball in there for Real Madrid, but cleared by Spurs. Arsenal versus City is on Sunday, mate. Game here, United. Game before United versus Chelsea. Joe Hart. Oh, or maybe it's before. I don't know what it is. It's definitely on Sunday. Neve hates Ramos. It's that kind of player that if he's in your squad, if he's in your team, you really like him. But if he's not, you really dislike him because he's a bit of a bastard, isn't he? He is a little bit. He does anything to win, and you need that in your squad. You need winners. He is a winner, but doesn't always do it in the most morally correct of ways, should I say. Atomic Games says, would you think Tottenham should sign like a place they need or a player? I don't understand what that is. Brevy Boy says, good result for Spurs. Glad to see them succeed in the Champions League. Yeah, fantastic result for Spurs. Ramos being put there. Yeah, like someone said earlier, 3 minutes of added time. We're 1 minute into that now. Fantastic to see Spurs and an English side doing well in the Champions League. But just more salt in the wounds for Real Madrid, and they've got serious trouble. Should Zinedine Zidane start packing his bags? I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Perez to sack him. I think it's a little bit too early for that at the moment. It looks like it's gonna, it looks like that Real Madrid are gonna get Spurs are gonna get the win. I'm 1 minute 22 seconds into the game. I'll start doing my match reaction. So first half, essentially the whole game's been like this. Real Madrid have dominated possession, but not really looked threatening attacking wise. Ronaldo hasn't done much. Benzema didn't do much. When they brought on Asensio and stuff, they didn't do much. The Spurs defended well. When they had the opportunity, they counter-attacked. When they got their chances, they took them. And fair play to them. They've been the overall better side. Even though they haven't had possession, they've dominated the game. And my man of the match is going to go to Dele Alli. It's got to be Dele Alli, isn't it? He missed that chance. He could have had a hat-trick, but he got 2 goals. And really a fantastic performance by him. Shortly behind him, beat Eriksen as well. Let me know what you guys think. It's about 30 seconds left of the game now. 40 seconds left. Marcelo hits it, but straight over the bar. That's it done now, isn't it? 30 seconds left. Spurs 3-1. Absolutely unbelievable. Who would have thought it? Like I said earlier, I did. I predicted 2-1. It's 3-1 Spurs. That's that for today, guys. Real Madrid fans, I'm sorry if I've annoyed you today because I have been sort of supporting Spurs, but do stay subscribed. And everyone, thank you for joining me. It's full time now. I really do appreciate everyone that joined me today. I've loved the stream. I'll see you all tomorrow for the Skype show. Get calling in. It's been a fantastic stream. Cheers to everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.